Alright, everybody, welcome to Sakura Dungeon. I've heard about this game. I've seen some videos of gameplay on it. I haven't seen all of it, so I know a little bit of some things that go on, but not all of it. But, yeah. Let's do this. It's gonna be a lot of fucking reading, so if I don't read all of it, well, my bad. Let's go with shit. I'll just go with normal. Dot dot dot. Huh? Is this long dream finally over? What happened to me? How much time has passed? I cannot say for sure, but I can tell that I have not been awake for a long time. That's right. I am beginning to remember now. Is that me? I'm a woman, guys. Okay. A loud yawn escapes from my lips as I look at my surroundings. I rub the sleep away from my eyes, my blurred vision slowly focusing. Oh, that was a good nap. It's then that I notice someone else standing in the room. You monster! A woman clad in silver armor is pointing a sword right at me. She is kind of rude considering that I've just woken up. I challenge you! Can't help but ignore her for a moment. Looking behind me, I see a shrine with a crystal in its center. Tapping the strange crystal, I feel my finger go numb. Tell me, what did you do inside this room? Eh? I saw the puzzle and you emerged from... Fuck. I saw the puzzle and you emerged from the mist which came out of it. So it seems like I was sealed in a puzzle. I have no idea how this puzzle works, but this woman was capable of figuring it out. But enough of that. I know not what you are. So why would you... Okay. But I will defeat you. Oh, so you're an adventurer. I look her up and down. You got some nice legs, woman. She does look the type. You can obviously tell that she's trained hard. Every single one of her movements are precise and efficient. Know my name, Fox. I am Sari, the adventuring knight. What the actual fuck? Okay. If you're an adventurer, you'd be up to date on current events, right? I don't understand why you're asking that, but yes. Tell me, adventurer, when did the domain of Queen Isis disappear into the dunes? She just looks at me dumbfounded. Eh? What a bizarre question. That was during mythical times, hundreds if not thousands of years. Oh. Well, shit. So it's been a while then. Several hundred years. I wonder what has changed while I have been asleep. Do you not even care that I'm here? No. Stop insulting me. She brings her blade down in an arcing slice. Yep. I step aside, avoiding it completely. Dot dot dot. But she looks at where I was standing. How? So fast. Oh. Seems my power is missing. I can feel the magic pulsating. I know what I just said. Anyways, I can feel the magic pulsing through the room around me. My magic has been siphoned while I was asleep. That's not good. Seems that I'm going to have a lot of questions to ask when I get back to town. Presuming it's still there. Holy shit, this music is loud. Give me a second. Thought I turned you down. Okay. Still have a lot of power to defend myself against this adventurer, however. An adventuring, adventurous adventurer. Alright. Grabbing the hilt of her sword with both hands, she swings at me again. Stop it! Could you please stop that? Damn it! Again and again she keeps swinging. She's fast. Very fast. For a human, at least. However, she's unable to keep up with me. No, you can't be this fast. Well, why not? Why not? You just can't be. She's quivering anxiously now. Damn it. Ignoring me for a moment, she looks behind herself. No, I can't run away. She steels herself. Face me, monster. I'm right here. She charges at me, brandishing her sword carelessly. I've had enough of this. In my hand, a swirling orb of water forms. Launching from my hands, the orb hits the adventurer in the chest. Knock the fuck out with some water. The force of it sends her flying back across the room. Her armor shatters into pieces. So they walk over, looking down as she lays on the ground. She tries to stand back up, but is unable to muster the strength to do so. But she doesn't look afraid. In fact, she's looking me dead in the eye. Oh. Okay. And we're just gonna go back. So, this is it then. I knew this day was gonna come eventually. Despite her obvious pain, she forces a smile. Well, you are my last opponent. Could I get a last request? I think you misunderstand my intentions. Even though this woman is hostile, I have no intention of ending her life. From my lips, ancient words pour. Mana envelops the room, slowly circling in on the fallen night. Wait! What are you doing? Eventually, I finish the spell and my mana dissipates. Come on, get up. What? Don't be... Her body responds then and stands upright. What? My body did that on its own. What did you do to me? Sorry, I had to test if the spell worked correctly. What spell? What did you do? It is a binding spell, a magical contract between you and I. From this day forward, you are my subordinate, and I am your master. You may call me Yomi. I used lots of my power on the spell, so I'm going to be relying on you, Sari. I'm your what? Release me from the spell, immediately. Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry, but I can't release the spell right now. First of all, we need to get you somewhere safe. Let's see if I still have it. Checking one of my pockets, I can't help but smile when I say, what pockets, woman? I mean, I'm talking to myself, but what pockets? Ah, here it is. I firmly grabbed the knight by her arm. What are you doing? Please, just tell me what's going on. In 3, 2, 1. The orb stone inside my robe begins to resonate. One moment, we're standing in that room. The next, we're standing in my hometown. Dut. Where are we? Somewhere safe. This is town I passed through earlier. Why here of all places? Oh, good to know that the illusion spell is still working then. What's even better is that this town is still standing. Illusion spell? I don't understand. What do you mean by... Time out. Okay. What do you mean by... She just slumps her shoulders in defeat. Well, it's somewhere safe. What does this town mean to you, Fox? There's humans here, so wouldn't this place be unsafe for you? Oh, not at all. I founded this town myself. We needed to disguise the dungeon's entrance, so this was our solution. Dungeon entrance? Wait, are you telling me that you're the Dungeon Lord? I was, at least. But I'm guessing that is no longer the case. My connection to the dungeon has been severed. So that can only mean one thing. I've been usurped. Sari just stares at me in disbelief. Such a thing can happen? Well, sometimes, yes. Let me guess, you were the one to clear out the monsters? Well, yes, but I have failed miserably. That's good, actually. Our goals are the same. Anyway, I do not like seeing you walk around in tatters. Let's get you cleaned up. I take her with me to the inn. As I step inside, everyone goes silent. Everyone immediately stands up and rushes to the entrance. One particular figure stands out among them. None other than Isabella, my innkeeper. Oh! My humble master, is that really you? Let me just. Okay, Isabella. You know, seeing you on my own screen instead of somebody else's, I like it better. Anyways. Really? Well, who else would it be, Isabella? Cheers erupt from the inn. Sorry to keep all of you waiting. We didn't know what happened to you. One day you were here, then you disappeared. This is so sudden. Where have you been? I was sealed away inside an abandoned room. I do not quite remember how that happened, but I think I will work it out. I see. The important thing is that you're okay. We are so glad to have our Dungeon Lord back. I'm glad to see you all again. However, there is a problem at hand. Yes? Unfortunately, in your absence, someone else has taken your dungeon from you. I've heard things are really bad down there right now. Sari just stares at them. You were all monsters? She don't look like a monster to me! Like I said, illusion spell. Since you're currently my subordinate, you can see through it. She appears to be in a state of shock. Oh yes, we served her earlier. What is she doing with you? She freed me! She's the one who released me. So now I've decided that she's going to work for me from now on. It's not like you to take humans for servants. Well, I have a good feeling about this girl. She's looking kind of pale. You know, it looks like you did a bit of a... It looks like you two had a bit of a disagreement. Please see to her needs. No problem. I am more than happy to serve you, my humble master. She leads Sari away to the spare room. I'll have a hot bath ready for you right away. I should be able to mend this armor, too. Okay. That sounds fine. After a hot bath and a fresh change of clothes, Sari looks like she has recovered from her shock. You're strangely hospitable for monsters. That normally would have cost me hundreds of gold pieces. We look after our own around here. Now then, Sari. I know you aren't going to like this, but we have to work together now. You want to clear out the dungeon, and I want to get my dungeon back. I do not think it is unreasonable to join forces, do you? She goes silent for a moment. Well, I find the idea of working for a monster completely absurd. I know that there's nothing I can do about the spell you've placed on me. And it is as you said. We share a common goal. To defeat the monster reigning over this dungeon. So I see no point in being angry about things that I can't change. I accept this bargain. It makes me very glad to hear that, Sari. You look like you're quite experienced with dungeon delving, so I'm sure your experience will be useful. It did me no good against you, though. I haven't had a real challenge in a long time, and it's gone to my head. Perhaps experience is just what I needed. Sometimes you need to take a blow to your pride. It cannot hurt now and then, can it? Humility is the only way we can improve ourselves. She lets out a bitter laugh. Yeah. I would have liked to learn this lesson a different way, though. But as you said, there's no point complaining about circumstances that you can't change. Anyway, if you need some time before we begin our adventure, I understand. Please feel free to make use of any of the services we have here. Oh, thank you. I think the first thing I need is a drink. She wanders off to the bar. While this entire situation isn't ideal, I can't help but be excited. Several hundred years is plenty of time for things to change. There could be entire new human kingdoms out there. New monsters I can meet. New food I could eat. New women I could It's as if I stepped into another world. While I cannot say that I was happy to be sealed, I want to make the most of this experience. So let's see what lies ahead. Let's go ahead and save it right now. Let's go talk to Isabella. I make small talk with Isabella, but we don't really have much to share at the moment. Perhaps I should talk to her later. Walk around town! I have some free time at the moment. It'd probably be good to check in my servants. It'd probably be good to check in on my servants. You never know what may be happening in town, so it is always a good idea to stay up to date on the local gossip. Considering how much time I've spent asleep, I will be happy to hear some recent news, so I wonder what I should do first. As you progress through the dungeon, dialogue events will become available in town. Checking these events can lead to uncovering secrets or unlocking special events, so make sure that you check if there is any events available after you come back from the dungeon. Maybe I should go look around later. Perhaps it would be better to do this later. Alright! Shop? As I enter the shop, someone smiles at me from behind the counter. Hello, Charlotte! You're looking mighty good. Anyways. Oh, now here's someone I have not seen in a long time. I don't know a voice for you. I did not believe it when they said that you were back. Well, I'm here. So what wondrous goods does my shopkeeper have to share today? Well, we've fallen on a hard time since the new dungeon lord took over. We currently do not have the capacity to make any particularly strong items at the moment. If you bring me mana shards, though, I can make you some basic items. I hope that is enough to make you happy. It is more than enough. You have kept things here nice and tidy after hundreds of years. I'm very proud of you, Charlotte. Well, it is good to hear your kind words again, my humble master. I have been saving this in case I needed it, but I think it would be better if you had it. She walks up to me and places something in the palm of my hand. Warpstone! A warpstone. Excellent. Thank you, Charlotte. Come to my chambers later and I'll reward you for your serving. What? You are more than welcome. Bring back mana shards from the dungeon and I will gladly make you more. The moment the shop does not have a wide array of items. As you progress through the dungeon, more items will become available. Make sure to frequently check the shop and see what else is available between dungeon and expeditions. Alright! I don't have any smart shit. Alright. Explore! As we step towards the gate, Sari seems apprehensive. Taking a drink. Is something the matter? Well, apart from everything that just happened, there's always a sense of anticipation before you first enter a dungeon. Well, this is the second time I am entering. Technically, it is the first. My sealed chamber has long been English. My sealed chamber has long since been cut off from the actual dungeon. I see. Anyway, let's not worry about that. Let's go take my dungeon back. As we step inside, I can smell earth and dust in the air. A dim darkness illuminated by a few spare torches spreads out in front of us. What? That is some weird wording, okay. It is all too familiar to me. It's good to be home. So before we get started, there are just a few things I would like to make clear, Yomi. Yes? If we're going to work together, can we please approach this my way? Although you are very powerful, I do not know how much dungeon delving that you've done. So I feel that it would be best to use my experience here. As you wish. I'm here to simply provide guidance. What path you take is up to you. Strange words from someone who just enslaved me. No. It's not enslaving, it's just making you my personal partner for the rest of your life. I mean, what? This is just a necessary part of our agreement. So what do you propose? She pulls out a bundle of papers and what appears to be a writing quill. Navigating a place like this is a difficult task. You need to map every little step you take. It's far too easy to get lost if you don't keep track. Very well. Anyway, I will take point. Let's get going, Yomi. Navigate the dungeon! Alright, let's do this shit. Okay. Okay. Save your game anytime you're not in battle. Okay, if you lose a battle, the game will be over, so make sure to save frequently. You can quick save the game by pressing F5. Okay. Ow. Ow. As we continue to walk forward, I hear the sound of something moving in the darkness. Sarah immediately reacts, readying her weapon to strike. Bit by bit, our enemy emerges into the light of Sarah's blazing torch. Oh, visitors! Bunny girl! A rabbit monster? Aren't those notoriously weak? Nothing in this dungeon is as it seems. She has absorbed part of my power. Do not underestimate her. Well, I'm very sorry, but the Dungeon Lord has made it clear that visitors aren't allowed. I'm also very sorry, but I can't leave. Let's get this out of the way. Got into your first battle. Alrighty then, let's do this shit. Okay, the bottom left hand corner displays it. Okay. Ah! Okay, you want to fight, bunny girl? We can fight. Ah. Yeah. Ow! Yeah, what now? Yeah, that's how you do it. I'm so sorry, bunny girl, but you know. Oh! My voice did not go high, I swear. Anyways, yes. Alright. As Sarah deals the final blow, the funny girl is practically blown away by the force of it. Her clothes are torn to tatters, leaving her completely exposed. Almost. For a moment, she just sits there on the cave floor, looking down at the cloth scraps on the floor. My clothes! No! Why did this have to happen? Extremely embarrassed, she tries to cover herself with her hand. You didn't have to be that mean, you know. I know that I had to stop you, but you really shouldn't have used such excessive force. A loud sniffle comes from the bunny. An uneasy look settles on Sari's face. I'm sorry, but it was necessary. If you had just let me pass, this wouldn't have happened. You clearly won, you know. But then you destroyed my clothes. The Dungeon Lord doesn't give us new clothes for months on end. She is so mean to us on the upper floors. Sari looks back at me. It's only the first floor and I already feel like a villain. She lets out a heavy sigh. Is there anything we can do for her? Oh, absolutely. Walk over to the sniffling bunny. She looks at me with dewy eyes. Oh, come on. Everything is gonna be fine. They pat her on the head. She looks a little less upset then. Is it? Head back up the stairs and talk to my innkeeper. She will make you new clothes for you. But if I leave the Osier, we'll get angry. And she's really, really scary when she's angry. Wait, she'll be angry anyway. I'm in so much trouble. You don't have to come back. If you leave, you can just leave forever. They're gonna be able to hunt you down. Really? Her eyes are filled with hope now. She eagerly awaits my confirmation. Yes, just get out of here. But are you gonna stop them? That is why we're here. I cannot tolerate injustice being done to poor little monsters. So thank you. Do your best down here. She immediately leaves, taking off far faster than I was expecting. Well done, Sari. You have won your first battle. It is merely one step of a long journey. But she was far stronger than I was expecting. You said she absorbed part of your power? Yes. My power has been stolen from me and shed among the monsters of this dungeon. If we're going to survive, we will need to reclaim as much of it as possible. I will share my power with you as we go along, Sari. Well, although I prefer to use my own strength, I'll take whatever boons I can. Alright. What's that way? Ow! Another one! Can perform additional actions in battle with the tactics menu. Okay? Okay? Options: escape, auto battle, and retreat. You can. Okay. Okay, I get it. Ow! You're not strong. That's right, 10 mana shards. Sari, before we proceed further, I need to ask a favor of you. What is it, Yomi? I know that you don't appreciate your position right now, but I'm afraid that we need to capture more subordinates. So you want me to catch them for you? Yeah, exactly. While I do not agree with this idea as a matter of principle, we need as many allies as we can get. So what is it you need me to do? I'll show you how to use the capture spell. Since I'm directly channeling my magic through you, it should be a simple task. Very well. Show me how. Hey, I'm gonna capture some allies. All monsters you encounter at random while inside the dungeon can be captured. After capturing them, they'll be sent to the prison in your hometown. Yep. You need to go meet your captured monsters if you want to add them to your party. Capture a monster, you might do enough damage with the capture ability to defeat her. Ideally, you should weaken them until they can be taken out with one hit. Not all monsters can be captured this way, but there may be other means of recruiting those monsters to your cause. Monsters who are high level than the caster of the capture spell cannot be captured. Okay. It's a barrel! A barrel? We should break it. Why is that the first thing to cross your mind? You never know what might be hiding inside a barrel. Fine. Okay. 5 mana shards. Not a bad start. Mana shards? Yes, small pellets of concentrated magic. Highly useful, I can tell you. Oh, very well. Okay. Ow! Bitch! Hell yeah! I caught my bunny girl. Oh, good job. We have a first ally. That is one way to put it. We have a first prisoner. Technically, my second prisoner. Are you sure that a rabbit is going to be of much use to us? Of course. On the same harmless note, they have a natural affinity with the wind. They can tear you apart without having to touch you themselves. What an unusually vicious rabbit. Yeah, duh. Can come back to bite you. Head back to town and click on Meet Capture Monsters at the main menu. Monsters captured will appear there. Yeah, I'll wait for that. Ow. You son of a bitch. Rip close! Oh, that was fast. Ow, I keep hitting the wall. Shit. Why? There's nothing there. The fuck you mean there's nothing there? Ow! What's my level? Oh, I'm level 2. Nothing there. Okay. Strange, I do not feel any fatigue while I'm down here. Monsters naturally recover quickly from wounds and tiredness. I have passed some of those traits to you from our contract. Well, I cannot complain about that. There is no healing magic in this game. Instead all party members regenerate health over time. Return in battle, or for every 2 steps, a party member will recover health based on how much resilience they have. Okay. The monster's outfit is damaged when they take a critical hit, and their current VP is lower than half of their maximum VP. Okay. So... Damn it. And this is the first floor of the dungeon. I knew you could do it. Well, it is only the beginning. I can only imagine what is waiting for us down there. I would not think too much about it. After all, it is best to take things one step at a time. One floor, one step, one battle. Yes, I am very much aware. I do not know how deep this dungeon reaches into the earth. So I am prepared for the worst. Let me save real quick. How the fuck do I get out of whatever? This dungeon isn't the worst I've encountered. If we keep up the pace, we'll be through it in no time. You really should not say things like that. If you keep doing it, you'll become overconfident. When that happens, you'll underestimate the obstacles ahead. That is true enough. I mean, I did do that whenever I tried to fight you. But even if I'm facing overwhelming odds, I have to stand firm. If I give up so easily whenever I face some trouble, What good would I be as an adventurer or... So is that why you chose to keep up fighting me instead of running away? Exactly! We both knew that there was no way that I could win. It was obvious that you had the upper hand. But even so, I could not run away from you. Oh, that's nonsense, Seti. There's a less benevolent monster trapped in that seal, you would have surely perished. No heroic sacrifices or anything like that when we're working together, okay? I want both of us to make it out of this dungeon, alive. Oh, very well. I will try not to. Thank you. Don't hesitate to retreat if you're having trouble. If you are defeated, it's game over. I'm gonna turn around real quick. First floor. How the fuck do I actually retreat and go back to that? Yes. Alright! I'm gonna go meet my monster. Do you want to make her your servant? Yes! So I approach the holding cell. I hear a small squeak escape from it. Heep! The rabbit I had fought stares back at me in fear. Don't eat me! I was just following orders! People aren't allowed to visit! Calm down, rabbit. I have no intention of eating you. But I do plan on biting some meat. I hope you know what I mean. They are very high-strung species. The poor thing has probably been frightened half to death. But foxes are dangerous! Really, I won't. If I was going to eat you, I would have done so already. Eep! Anyway, I came here to ask you something. Yes? Would you like to work for me? Work for you? Yes, as my servant. Well, the current dungeon lord is pretty mean, and the bigger monsters keep looking at me like prey or you know. Apparently, I can't read, and the bigger monsters keep looking at me with their big predatory eyes. She shivers in fear. Oh, okay, I'll join you as long as you don't eat me. I promise that I won't. My cute little subordinates only get the best treatment. Alright, organized party. Resistance. Let's get the bunny girl. What? Oh, she's added to the party, okay. Yeah! I'm gonna talk to Isabella again. Nothing to share at the moment, okay. Shop! Welcome back, my humble master. I've got 65. Shit, I still don't have enough. Damn it! Alright, anyways, I'm gonna end it here. So, yeah. So, I will be back when I choose to be back. I don't know when that will be, probably on my next day off. But I'll be back and I will play this game again. So, later.